Today is a deconstruction day. I have a couple of things here. This here is an old soldering iron that was given to me. It was made in the old DDR in Germany. The thing is that it stopped producing heat. It draws a lot of amperage, but the wattage, it doesn't melt solder anymore. And so I decided to perform an autopsy on this, and I took it apart and found this, which, when I was going to school, this was pretty standard. This was actually kind of new technology when I was going to school. But it's just a inductive coil and throws heat out, and then this heat is transferred from this point on to these, and it should get hot enough to melt the solder. But this thing right here, I think, is way too long. I'm not convinced this is the most efficient way of heating this. If I was going to design this myself, I would have wrapped a coil around here and here, and heated it directly this way, rather than having this thing in between. But it's kind of good news because I have a couple of ideas. First of all, after I gutted this thing, I decided that I didn't want to have AC powered tool anyway. So the plan is to turn this old system into a battery powered soldering iron. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos, and I decided, and this gives me a good excuse to try one of the projects from the videos that I've seen. Also, I have another thing too. I was at the store shopping the other day, and I picked this up for $5, and it works pretty well, but it runs off of AC power, and I don't like that. AC is bad enough, and it's not portable either. So, well, I don't like this particular thing here because it's a terrible way of transferring heat to melt solder. I think that with some modifications, that it would be good enough to melt hot glue with. So this hot glue gun that I got for $5, it has a coil in it. I will take the coil out, it actually doesn't have a coil, it has an aluminum heating element in it. And what I will do is I will take this aluminum heating element out and connect it to this. Because basically inside this glue gun, it just goes straight AC power right up to the coil and the aluminum heating chamber. I'm not quite sure what will happen because the wattage on this thing, I think it's almost like 80 watts. I don't know what the repercussions of throwing 80 watts into this. It could be disastrous, but yeah, that's the project. I'm going to give it a try, and so I'm going to go back to watching some more YouTube videos and think about this a minute.